Hi everyone, it's Megan Long here, doing a little self-assessment of my own technology integration. So looking at the active category, I do feel that I'm in the adaptation stage of this. I would really like to provide more student choice, and I think that that's what's keeping me away from either the infusion stage or the transformational stage. Many times in my classroom, I will use lots of technology. Students all have access to Chromebooks, but many times it is me telling them what specific tool we're going to be using for the day. And I would really like to add more student choice and self-directed technology use into that instead of telling them exactly what tool they should be using and giving them the instructions. As far as the collaborative element goes, though, I do think that I'm in more of the transformation stage. I incorporate so much collaborative technology into every lesson of mine, and the students know that they have a variety of tools that they can use. Recently, we have used Zoom and Google Forms and all of these different tech tools to communicate with an acting company in Massachusetts that performed a Shakespeare adaptation that my students watched, and then they were able to ask questions to the actors and the production team, and we set up a Zoom call and they chatted with them, which would not have been possible if we didn't have that technology. So I think that as far as the collaborative nature goes, I am opening my students up to things like virtual field trips, Zoom calls with professionals. They're reaching out to professionals. We did a career research project where they had to virtually interview someone in a field that they're interested in, and they were able to use different tech tools to accomplish that. As far as the constructive element goes, I believe that I'm in the infusion category. Again, I think that I do a lot of web quests and things where students are actively seeking out information and connecting that information through reflections, making sure that they're activating that prior knowledge. But again, I think that I don't build enough student choice and enough unconventional use of technology tools. I think that we are building knowledge using them in a regular way. As far as authentic, so students use technology tools to link learning activities to the world beyond the instructional setting rather than working on decontextualized assignments. I do think that I'm in the adaptation stage. Again, not that I'm not providing authentic ways for students to link their learning to the real world. In an English classroom, I feel really lucky to have my students publish blogs, publish podcasts, things like that. But again, I don't think I'm giving enough student choice. I'm giving some student choice, and I'm saying, you could use these tools to do a podcast. I give them menu items, but I would really like the students to be more involved in the choice of the technology they're using and to actively make that choice. As far as goal directed, I also think that I'm still in the adaptation stage of this. I would really like to provide my students more tools to set goals. I think that I'm a little bit old school with goal setting and goal tracking, but that there are so many tech tools that I could incorporate for that. Right now we use things like Goodreads to track our reading progress and to set goals for reading, and we'll use online checklists, but they're pretty basic, and I would like to use some tools to plan and monitor future goals to a higher level. So, like I said, just to recap, I would really like to move every category into that infusion or transformational stage and really focus more on student choice. Thank you.